Hey y'all, what's going on? Scott here. Happy New Year. So I thought I'd give you a quick update of where we kinda are and talk about a few things that some people have brought up. So this is where we are on our Tamiya 1 to 700 Repulse. You guys know the story, sunk in the China Sea by aircraft power, where the British Admiralty was trying to decide that very night what to do with them. But kind of a cool looking boat, especially with the paint job. I do like the paint job. So, if you guys remember, I started with working on basically the superstructure while I waited for the hardwoods to get here from China. And of course, it took forever. And then I find out that it's a brand name by the name of Hunter, and they don't fit exactly the way that they're supposed to. And then in addition to that, I had to do some tearing up of what I had already done. So this is the brand name that I'm telling you about here. I mean, they're $10 with shipping. And they took forever, about a month. So I had to tear up some things, and they don't fit exactly right. So if you look close back here, these were great. And that one was not so bad, but these are horrible. Yeah, they just don't fit right. So, I'll make them look good, but it's a little extra work versus like this one, which was just simply laying it down. And the reason I don't have this one in here yet is because that's going to take some work with how they've created the wood deck. But we're coming along. And I'm going to have to re-glue down the superstructure. Wish these guys would give you better descriptions and instructions. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, I heard one person make a comment, and I ran into it myself, and finally got a decent answer, actually from the guys at Hobby Town. Just happens to be their manager is also a modeler. So one of the issues that I had ran into in the past is when I use this panel line to get, some definition and detail, when it came to removing it, it would also take the paint underneath it. Now keep in mind that I use about 3 different kinds of clear coats. So what I normally use is that first one, the frosted one, because I like a flat finish on a ship. Now I've heard the discussions, well, the ships are in water, they're wet, they have a glisten to them, so you really shouldn't have them flat, you should have them high gloss. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look right. But if you want to use this panel line, you need to give it your model a clear coat to protect the paint underneath it, to stop what we're all facing at times, which is wiping off the panel line extra, and it takes the paint right along with it. If you use the flat coat and you cover it, that's your issue. And that's my issue, because I don't really like the high gloss clear coat. But that's the one that actually, if you use the high glass, that middle one, the high gloss, it actually creates like a polymer urethane cover that encases your paint. So then when you do use the panel line, it won't erode your paint when you're wiping it off with like mineral spirits or, a little dab of paint thinner. So just a helpful hint there, and it goes against everything I like, but use the high gloss, seal your boat or your ship. Then after you're done doing your panel lining and your weathering, then go hit it with some of the flat. The first one. So that brings us to the third one, which is, if you can make this out here, a wet look. Can we do that? Yeah, a wet look. Now, the wet look, man, I've used it on a ship before, and holy crap, it just like gleamed, and I don't like that. However, I do use it, but I use it on my water. So when I get done with painting the base and putting all the water in, like I've showed you guys 100 times how to do, then as everything is drying, and once it's done drying, I'll hit it after I do the highlights, the dry brushing to get the waves on top of the wakes. Then I'll hit it with the high gloss. So you've got basically a flat ship sitting in high glass water, and it looks really pretty good. So again, just to recap, if you're going to use panel line, use a clear coat, not the flat, but use the gloss clear coat. It seals it, then do your panel line, then hit it with the flat if that's your preference. So getting back to the wood decks here, I really like what it does for the model. Yeah, I do, but we're having to do some funky work. And so, we were talking about the panel lines. Well, you can see that I've already done some in here, just to accident highlight it. But overall, she's coming along. I'm happy. So I hope you guys are having a great time modeling. The first of the year, Santa brought you a ton of stuff. Santa brought me no models. Aw, poor me. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.